Hey folks, welcome to this week's segment of Wild Bout Huntin'. And this week we want to do things a little bit different than we've been doing, and we want to introduce you and take you a little bit more in depth to the team members here at Wild Bout Huntin'. So joining me this week is team member Kevin Tarapchak. Kevin, how are you, buddy?
How you doing, Dennis?
Happy
New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Hey folks, Kevin's been with us now for 3 seasons since we started doing this and working towards getting on television for season 1. And tell me some of your memorable stories as far as what we've had to go through and what you've experienced, since we started trying to go on television.
Well, there's been so much. I mean, we've done so much in such a short amount of time.
Right.
But the biggest memory so far was season 1 when we were filming for it, and I shot the biggest buck of my life so far. Mm-hmm. The best part of that was the recovery when I had my dad and my wife come out and help me recover the deer. Bam! Mm-hmm. And I can remember my wife complaining about all the camera equipment that she had to help carry. And I'm like, well, now you know how it feels when we have to carry it all out there. So she kind of got to experience, not just when she goes out carrying just a rifle, but carrying everything that we have to carry out with us.
Absolutely, and we have a lot of gear that we have to carry out there. You filmed that whole hunt by yourself until it was time for recovery. And I remember you were texting us, and I got a big buck down, and we were all sitting in tree stands. We couldn't get out, so that was great that you were able to include family to do that recovery.
Absolutely.
And kind of going on that that's the theme of this season's show is Share the Passion. And that's something that you've had the opportunity to do this past season and getting ready for season 2, and that's filming your wife. How was that, being over her shoulder?
She was nervous. She's never been filmed before, but I've been able to coach her through it, and a lot of the things that I know to do, I can kind of help her out with it.
Right.
So it's made it a little easier for her.
And it's a little surreal that we get to call Christy your wife.
Yeah.
Because you guys just got married this past deer season.
Yeah, it was this whole year has been crazy between work and getting ready for the wedding and getting out hunting.
Yeah.
And taking a day away from hunting too for our wedding.
But it was a lot of fun, the wedding, where
Absolutely.
the setting was. It was an old barn. It was a really nice time and a great day for you guys. But you've had some other excitement here just recently in the late muzzleloader season. That was with your dad.
Yeah, it was funny actually, very comical. I got to sit behind a camera and not have to worry about hunting. I just got to sit there and film for him.
And he had a little frustration with the flintlock.
We had 2 doe come in, and they came right into the blind, 40 yards broadside shot, and all we heard was click.
Folks, if you've never hunted with a flintlock, when it gets moist outside in this late season like that flint doesn't necessarily spark to get that powder in the pan to go off, and they not have 1 click, but 2 clicks.
Yeah, there were quite a few clicks, and those deer got away.
And we had to do some bleeping, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
But hey, folks, Kevin Tarapchak, team member, has been with us for 3 years. You're going to see a lot of him coming in the seasons ahead, and we'll see you next week somewhere in the hunting woods.